Bad Mind TV. Big up, big up, big up. Wagwan people. You don't know. Yo, big up my subscribers. Yeah. Big up my subscribers. Big up all the people that have sent me positive messages. People that have show some appreciation. Really like that, people. Trust me. Cause like I said, you see, when you're doing this, it's not easy. When I started this, I thought, yeah, man, do content creation and do podcasting and rare, and I'm still building. You understand me? Uh, I'm still building this, but I need to, before I go into the next phase of it, which is like a room, a studio, like you see other people's. I'm not just jumping before I can walk. I'm not trying to run before I can walk. So what I've decided to do is get my subscriptions up, get my viewing level up, get my interaction levels up, and get it to where people kind of know about me from the little, so that when I go into the more uptone vibe, we know, say, yeah, boom, that I've earned that. I didn't run up into that. You get me? I don't think it's something you should run up into. Still, you have to have a following behind you. Yeah, knowing of you and supporting you. So big up to all those people. Still, I really appreciate it. Thumbs up, man. Thank you. Anyway, they know. I'm saying this year. There's a lot of you young kids getting put in plastic bags. A lot of you kids are going in black bags these days. You hear me? Otherwise known as a body bag. And I was thinking, what can you do? Cause it seems like you go out in the morning or in the afternoon and you don't reach your yard. So you know what you need to do? You need to stay in your house. Stop going on the road and walking up and down. If you got beef that you can't handle, yeah, or you're not on the road looking for people, so that it's like this, isn't it? Either you got beef and you're on road every day looking for people, yeah. Now, that's what I know in war. You know, when you got war, you look for your people every day, and while you're doing that, you're slapping 1 and 2 sales to survive. It's like you're beating your thing, but at the same time, you look for them, boy. Yeah, they are the most important thing in the world. Is your ups, yeah. And I remember that there's not a time what you should be sitting down to in your phone. You need to be on the road looking for them, yeah, and trying to get as many of them as you can, yeah. If you're in that way in fashion, if you're a youth that's kind of in the middle, you're riding with the man them, and you people know you, but you're not in that deep, yeah. You ain't got the right equipment to go to war, and your ups have got bigger equipment, and there's bigger youths in the area. Stay in your yard. Don't go out. What you do, yeah, if you need to get your shopping, Tesco opens at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. Those are the times you forget up, go for your little walk, go gym even, go to your gym, yeah. Yeah, go gym, whatever, get your shopping, you're in your yard before midday, yeah? End off. That's how you gotta do it. Because at your age group now, we're talking a little 16, 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds. Those are the age I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no big people staying in your yard. I'm not about the youth them. Yeah. If you ain't got nowhere to go, if you ain't got nowhere direct that you need to go at that time of day, we all know factually that roadmen don't really touch the road until about midday anyway, 1 o'clock. You know how you know that? If you drive around the ghetto from morning, yeah, about 8 o'clock, drive around Birmingham, the traffic's gonna have white, Asian, and mostly working class people. You see, when 1 o'clock comes, that's when you start seeing the tinted windows come out and the music's playing from cars. I swear you'll spot it. It's crazy. It's like we don't touch the road till midday, 1 o'clock, blood. Yeah. So you've got that window to go and get yours. Because I'm thinking, when these youths get killed, where are they going? Where them I go? Was you going to check your friend? Where was you going? Cause enough of them are getting unalive down road. And where are they going? Where they have to? Are you going to check your brethren? Are you looking for them and they found you and done you? I don't understand. So I'm saying to myself, isn't it better you to stay in your yard? Obviously the beef's too much for you. That's why you got executed. So it's better that you just try and come out early, get your little shopping, go on Morrison's, go Tesco, do what you need to do. Go, you know what I mean? Or get yourself a little girlfriend. And you go in her yard and sit down. You make your girlfriend know, say, yo, I ain't really walking the road too tough, you know. Oh, it's dangerous. Yeah? Get yourself a little job. Yeah? So you start early in the morning, you finish late at night. Yeah? Or you start your job at night. Yeah? Perfect way to get a job, because you know the road's dangerous. So what you out there for if you can't handle it? You get me? What you out there for if you can't handle it? What you doing? You get me? This right now, yeah. This road thing is only really if you're on full 100 badness, yeah. Full 100 badness. That means badness anytime, anywhere, anyhow, anything go. That's what time you lot are in now. I think it's always been like that, but you seem to be more in it in this generation. Anything, you have to be on super badness right now. Super badness, yeah. You know, like that. Now, that might save your life. I think the only way that can save your life right now is how bad you are. Yeah? How bad you are still. That's the only thing that can save you. You know, I got a little thing that I wanted to mention, but I don't like to talk people's names on my channel still. Coming in like that, especially when I can't talk about certain people near, but there's a rapper from Birmingham, yeah. And you know what's weird about his case? Not his case, his life story so far. It's something must have happened. I think I've mentioned it previously, but I just can't get it out of my head. I mentioned it previously. He must have went on a ride out, innit? He must have rolled out. Seen his people, and the stick jammed in it, and then they shanked him up. It's the first time that's ever happened to anyone in my city, you know. That's how it stays in my mind, cause it's the first time that's happened. Like, and we all know that magazine selectors, they can stick in it. That's how it goes. It's usually the teeth shit. Like there's something wrong with the teeth, or it swells up. You know what I mean? So the teeth them can swell up, you know. They can swell, and so obviously they get trapped in the blood clot barrel, so they can't even that obviously when that one let off, but he didn't even let off nothing, it just jammed from the get-go, I think. So he jammed and ran over and shanked him up. And I thought to myself, how come that rapper lived? Yeah, how come he lived? Because there's a lot of youths who are getting stabbed up, yeah, just for going to the shop, yeah, or whatever they're doing. They get executed. Don't you think it's funny how a man who drawed out something on man, so they could have dead, they got him and they let him live? That don't make no sense, does it? It doesn't make no sense to me. I can't get over that, because I'm not being funny, but if I was a person, I'm standing at the bus stop, and you let off something, and I hear it go click and nothing comes out of it, and you're looking at me and I've got a shank on me, there's only one of us gonna leave that scene, you know. Really, because I know that I can get away with it, because you had that thing, and I had to show the judge that, look, you can see it's discharged. And when I saw that, I don't know if it's gonna go bang again, and I run over and I fucking ended him. I just switched him off quickly. Yeah, I was just driven by self-defense. Yeah, that's what law you're falling. So realistically, they could have just dismembered that if they wanted to. They could have chopped an arm, leg, toes, everything. Yeah, that's what they could have done, because no one's gonna sentence you for murder when you can prove that he can't. Yeah, you can, like that. So I don't understand how he lived after that. So what I'm trying to say is, how come these look innocent youths are being killed, but when it's something unalived, let me change that, they're being killed. They're being unalived. Yeah, this thing doing my head, where you can't speak. Yeah, they're being unalived on buses, walking, rare. But when a man comes to a man directly with something to done you let him live. I just don't get that. Can someone explain that to me? Maybe they knew him. Maybe them, because I always said that your enemies can respect you, so they might let you, because really they respect you as a gangster. So I'm thinking, does that mean that the people them who was thinking, did they respect him? So them let him. They just preps him up. There's a thing called preps, where you just preps, tap. You just preps up. And then there was shank, and there was a shanking. That's the, you know what I mean. But the preps up, you could give a man a little preps up. You just give him the tip, just the tip of the blade. You give him just a tip. You're not giving him the full length of the blade. No, just giving him a little tip of it. Yeah, prepsing, that was called. You're the preps him up. You get me? That means he never did or nothing. Probably sometimes you don't even need to go to hospital with a preps up. You get me? It's just little dots on you. Yeah, maybe that's what he must have got, a preps up then. I just don't understand. Does anyone else get that? A man's pulled up trying to switch people off. Yeah, he's got his thing. Yeah, and they only had shanks, and they've prepped him up rather than ending him. And I just don't understand how that can be. Now, matching that to the youth them of today now, just stay in your yard. That's the best thing. The youth, they're not supposed to be walking around the street right now. It's dangerous. You know like that. And I don't know how come these parents can't keep your kids in your yard and sell it to them that you're out there is dangerous and you look like you can lose your life. I don't understand. Don't you know that. You need to keep your kids in the house. If I had a son right now, then again that can't happen. That would be because he'd be walking under my umbrella. Yeah, he would have walked under my umbrella, which means that yeah, he's not like that. He's that's someone who proved himself in the city already. Yeah, I've already earned my stripes from long time. So yeah, but if I had a son and I was a nobody in my city and he's a little idiot boy, him now come out of the house. Him now come out the house without me. Or he wouldn't go out there. He wouldn't go out there without his parents. I'd have to. That would be the only way to protect my child in these perilous times. Yeah. So it's either parents keep your child in the house, or just don't finger. You pick them up when you drop them somewhere. Even if he's a big youth, 17, you drop him off and you pick him up. Yeah. If you ain't got no car, you travel on the bus with your picnic. That's what I'd be doing. If I didn't have a car, I'd travel with you. Because if something can happen to you, it's going to happen to me too. Even if I have to say to my youth, then, all right, then, I'm going to go with you, but I'm not going to walk with you. So I'm always 10 steps behind or 20 steps behind then. So you go and go walk, and every time you turn over your shoulder, you'll see me down the road. Yeah. At least I'm there. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're going to go to some kind of after school club, here's what we do. I make sure that I'm in the area. When you're finished, we pick you up, we take you back to your yard. That's how you gotta be with them now. You gotta fucking almost baby them a little bit more now. Your responsibility don't stop at 16. Because in the black community, it's like the responsibility switched off as soon as the child benefit turn off in our communities. When mommy and daddy start get child benefit, or mommy, because you just with your mom, they want you at the house, because they want you out on the road, because the food's not there as much again. This and that now. She can't get her nails and her weave as much now because obviously money short now. Coming to get your money again. We just step on my little money now. Yeah? So you have to go out road, go look something. That's why we end up going around and thieving and doing all kind of fuckery. Because mommy, we've reached that age now where the benefit stops. You get me? So, just to the youth them, man. There's no point going out there if you're not built for it. Yeah? If you're not built for it, stay in your house. Yeah, just stay in your yard. You understand me? Nobody can't call you a pump because no one's not gonna see you around anyway. You just be a memory. Just stay in your yard. So I'm going out there again. When people knock your door, you tell them, your mother answer the door and tell them, say, yo, you move, go to London, with your family. You move, yeah. Change your phone number. Stay in your yard. And the times of the day when you go out on the road, they're in their house anyway. You understand what I'm saying to you? Them in them yard. And if they see you, say, I'm just visiting my mum, I'm going back in a bit, my uncle's dropping me back down a bit. So anytime they see you, just visiting your mother, if you get catch out, start switching up the thing, man. There's no point walking to your grave, because that's what you're doing right now. The streets are so sticky, it's like, just walk into them grave, yeah? And, like that, I don't like to see it, car. Like that, I don't like to see it, because it could have been me. If, like that, it could have been me still, you get me? And that's what I'm saying, if your head's not chip, like that, the only way you can get through, is if your head's chip and you're willing to do certain things, you get me? What are you willing to do to make your ups hear about you? I'm not going to mess with my man. Where you can walk, a true bad man can see his ups and they don't do him nothing because you're a bad boy, yeah? Let me say that again. Look in your eye. Real ups, yeah, real bad men can see their ups and they don't do nothing to you because you're bad, yeah? If you ain't gonna be that type of bad man, high level, yeah, high level. I'm not talking just a one little this and a one little that. I'm on about funk every day. If you're not on funk every day, stay in your yard. Stay in your yard, cause you go drop down. End of. Bad Mind TV, one order.